right, ladies and gentlemen, after months of waiting, we're finally here. We finally got the show, and looks like everything we pretty much have speculated here on this channel was pretty much at this show. Also, there was a lot of few surprises as well. We weren't really expecting those particular surprises at this show, but nonetheless, though, I'm gonna go ahead, sorry, and say that Microsoft's E3 2018 was miles ahead better than last year's. Last year's E3 with the Xbox One X reveal felt like no passion went into it. It felt rushed, and it really felt like they just didn't care. They was like, okay, we got a new console, that's enough. We don't have to show anything that can showcase the power, right? That's exactly what we felt like with last year's E3. And in turn, it was so bad that it made Sony not even show their hand last year. This event right here, I can definitely go into Sony's event this year and say that Sony's definitely going to show some good announcements, because this show definitely had a lot of good announcements. Now, granted, a lot of people in the comment section, or a lot of people in general who watch this, are going to go, well, Ryan, a good chunk of these are third-party games, and that is true. There's a lot of third-party games. In fact, there's so many third-party games that a good chunk, if not all the third-party games, overshadowed the first party. You know what I'm saying? And some of these announcements was like, it didn't really strike me as something that, would change anything. But nonetheless, though, let's just go ahead and get into the show, and let's see what I thought about it. Again, I thought it was a good show. I thought the presentation, how they approached it, and how they just, were upfront with you. I actually thought that was good. Now, they did use some wordplay. And I'm going to get into that in this very review. Let's go ahead and get into the game, shall we? So, let's see. The first game we saw from Microsoft for the for E3 was, hang on a second, was Ori. Ori looks nice. I do like the artistic style they went with this. It looks very nice. I do like that. Is it something I will buy an Xbox for? Not quite. I like the art style though, but it's not really a game that I will buy a console for just to enjoy. Okay. Now, this one right here, the second game that was shown, this answers a question that we got back at I think it was the Game Trailers or Game Awards, where we saw, what was it, Death Stranding's, pre-rendered scene, and then we saw the Shadows Die Twice announcement from Sony. Well, it turns out that game is not Tenchu, and that game is not, it's not Tenchu and it's not Bloodborne. It's actually a game called Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. That's the name of the game. It's from Software, and it's called Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Game looks good. It looks very nice. I do think I will get that. That looks very nice. It's coming on all platforms, so definitely getting that. Microsoft dedicated not really a little, but a few minutes to Fallout 76. Not really a Fallout fan, but I know a lot of my viewers are, so there you guys go for you guys. Let's see. Now, this game right here, if you guys are familiar with the Life is Strange series, this is basically a spin-off. If I'm not mistaken, I think the character, right, that was shown as the father, basically the father is Frank from the Life is Strange series. That's exactly what it looked like. It looked like Frank. So I think this is Frank's son. Frank has a son, and basically he's just, imagining a few things like, visiting different planets and battling monsters and such. That's basically what this is. It's a spin-off game. Will I get it? I do like the Life is Strange series, but is this one of those games I will buy for Life is Strange? It is a spin-off, but I don't think I will. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is. I'll definitely keep my eye on it. It's definitely not a game I'm really like, I'll definitely get that. Nah, it's not one of those games. So there was that. Life is Strange with Frank's son. Moving on, we had Crackdown 3. Now, this right here felt like a slap to the face. And I did say, well, actually, I didn't even get a chance to put that video out. But basically, there was an article saying that this game was going to be at E3 regardless of the delay. My thing is this. What was the point of this game being delayed again. The game obviously is ready to go, and you have you have no problem showing it off. You know what I'm saying? The game is ready to go, so why are you even doing this? It made no sense to me. But nonetheless, they showed off Crackdown 3. The game is releasing in February. Yes, this is competing with Days Gone, ladies and gentlemen. So that's basically what they did. They delayed the 2019 to go against Days Gone. But my thing is this: why would you put this against Days Gone when you know damn well more people and more eyes are on Days Gone than it is in Crackdown? Crackdown 3 is not going to beat Days Gone. So that was kind of suicide. You were better off releasing that in 2018. It was already ready. You need something in 2018, but they didn't do that. So whatever. They said Xbox One X Enhance. Basically, it's one game was shown with this particular thing, but it's all over the place really. But this one game that was shown was Nier Automata. It's coming out in June 6th. So Nier Automata will be coming to the Xbox One X and Xbox One. So there you guys go. Do you care? Do I care? I'm not really into the game, but I know a lot of people played it. It's an old game. If you're hyped for it, hey, go ahead and enjoy yourself. But it's coming to the Xbox brand, so there you guys go. The wait's over. Metro Exodus. Now, this was good, but I thought it looked better last year with the training sequence. I don't know. It just felt like it was running at 60 frames, right? But then again, a lot of people might say, Ryan, that probably was most likely running on a PC. I do believe that because this just it didn't look the same to me. I definitely saw some washed out colors. Gameplay, was fine. I didn't see no hiccups, but it just, I don't know. I thought it ran 3 times smoother last gen. Some of these games look like they ran smoother last year than here. So I don't really know. And one thing that was for certain as well, a lot of people were calling this out. I thought it was a normal Xbox One X that was on the stage, but it looked like dev kits were on the stage at this event. So take that as you will. But this game did not look that impressive to me like it did last year. But nonetheless, the game it still looked good. Metro Exodus. If you're hyped for Metro Exodus, there's Metro Exodus coming out. No release date. You know what I'm saying? No release date for that. So there you go. Phil Spencer got on the stage. He hyped up Kingdom Hearts 3 because Kingdom Hearts 3 was shown on the Xbox show. Again, Kingdom Hearts 3 is good. I'm not really a fan of Kingdom Hearts. I don't really follow it, but there you guys go for Kingdom Hearts. A lot of people said the conference dipped for this particular section, but I didn't really care. I just looked at it for what it was. Sea of Thieves DLC has been announced. Cursed Sails is coming in July, and Forsaken Shores is coming in September. So there you guys go. Battlefield 5 got a trailer. No gameplay, but it was a CGI trailer. I guess giving a little context to the game. I know a lot of people are still buying this, so hey, it's Battlefield. If you're hyped for it, you're hyped for it, I guess. Forza Horizon 4. Now, this is coming out on October 2nd, and the game is actually set in Britain. And I was talking to Foxy Games UK on his podcast with Craig Harris, and I know he's excited, and I'm glad, he got a game and set in his, his country. So it looked good, definitely looked good. Ran at 60 frames per second. They were showing it running on the console, but really I think as a dev kit it was running on. But it was running on that. One thing is for certain though about Forza compared to games like Drive Club. Forza is definitely focusing more, not necessarily on the cars. They're focusing more on the environment in terms of detail. So there was more detail in the environment than there was in the actual cars. Some of the cars look good. Others like, okay, there was a little, weird pieces here and there. But still, looks gorgeous. The game looks gorgeous. 60 frames per second. I didn't see no hiccups, so that's definitely a plus. So yeah, Forza look good. Now, Phil Spencer came on stage again, and this is basically what he had to say here. He's saying they are investing in new studios. Now, I've said it numerous times on this channel. No fanboy can say I did not. I have always wished that Microsoft would do this because more competition, and it's just better for everybody. It helps even out the scale. The reason why I say it helps even out the scale, it makes no sense that the scale is going in an acute angle, right? Where Sony's up top and everybody else is just falling behind. No, it needs to be leveled. You know what I'm saying? Everybody brings something to the table. And in this case, Microsoft say, you know what? let's just throw our money at some of these devs. And basically that's what they did. So they have a brand spanking new studio called The Initiative. This is newly created. I forgot the name of the guy who's in charge of this, who's basically building this, but that's good. They got a new studio there. They bought Undead Labs, the creators of State of Decay. Now, I'm not really surprised by that, but good. Hopefully, they can make more aside from State of Decay. They also said they have bought Playground Games. Now, I actually thought Playground Games was owned by Microsoft this whole time, but they're actually not. They were actually doing basically what David Cage did with the PlayStation 3 last generation until Sony eventually bought them. You know what I'm saying? So they did that. So that's cool. They got Playground Games. Will Playground Games make more aside from Forza? Only time will tell. Ninja Theory was bought by Microsoft. This was a major one right here. Ninja Theory. If you don't know who Ninja Theory is, they are the developers of Hellblade. That's right, Hellblade developer is now owned by Microsoft Studios. So most likely if you get a Hellblade sequel, it will be exclusive to Xbox One and PC at this point. Really, this is going to be a multi-plat. It's going to be in PC and Xbox. So that's what they're doing. So that's good. Good to see. Compulsion Games, the developer behind We Happy Few, was also bought by Microsoft. So there you guys go. And speaking of We Happy Few, they actually showed a gameplay. Well, it was more like a trailer for this game, but We Happy Few is coming out in August for the Xbox One X. So there you guys go. After that, they showed off PUBG DLC, which will be coming out in winter. Basically, it's a snow map. If you guys are interested, I think there's more than a snow map. I think they said something else about it, but there you go. PUBG. You know how I am in PUBG. I really don't care. Tales of Vesperia Remastered is coming to the Xbox One. The Division 2 gameplay. Now, honestly, I'm not big on the Division, right? I'm not big on the Division at all. The new gameplay looked pretty much the same to me. I mean, they did have some new added additions here. Like, for example, they got basically, if you guys remember in Modern Warfare 2, the Juggernaut, remember how like the song will play and it goes, and you hear the Juggernauts come at you? Basically, there's a Juggernaut in the game now. He can shoot grenades at you. You can like take his armor off with special grenades. They had a new mechanic for the grenades. Enemies are still bullet sponges, so it's like these guns do X amount of damage to their health. It's like, can't y'all just make it realistic instead of this bullet sponge crap? I don't like that. I really don't like that style. But yeah, co-op is still a big thing with it. So the Division 2, if you're hyped for it, you're hyped for it. I'm not really sold on the Division, so that's how I feel on the Division 2. Game Pass announcements. Now, Fast Start is coming in the June update. If I'm not mistaken, Fast Start is a new algorithm that they're working on for Game Pass, where basically it takes data on the games that you play and the games that you frequent with, and basically it will, in the algorithm, it will go by what you like go by. Sort of like how Netflix has like your top picks for you, or games you might, or movies you might like in a section. You know how when they recommend stuff to you? I think that's basically what this is. It's called Fresh Start, and or Fast Start, and basically you can just start them real quick. You'll have a catalog of games, you can get them that way. You don't have to necessarily look for them. So that's actually not a bad. That's not bad. I think that's cool. Definitely see I can definitely see that they are investing more into Game Pass, so that's pretty interesting. And speaking of Game Pass, the Master Chief Collection will be on Game Pass. I think it said it's already available, so or it's coming to Game Pass. Forza 4, which is basically what we talked about earlier, along with Crackdown 3 and The Division. Oh, I'm sorry. Forza 4 and Crackdown 3 will be available day one when they come out, for the Xbox One and vice versa. It will be available day one on Game Pass, so they're still staying true to that thing, that trend with Game Pass, that all games will be coming out day one for the service. The Division, the regular Division, the first one, will be available starting today, well, yesterday as me recording this video, so the Division is now available on Game Pass. This is the first one, not the second one. Obviously, the second one's not out yet. Fallout 4 and Elder Scrolls Online is also available on Game Pass. And yes, they will be 4K. That's what they also said. They put that out there as well. They slowed the show down a bit. They basically, this is basically where we're getting to the nitty and gritty. Obviously, they slowed it down a bit with a bunch of indies. The indie titles that they showed was Outer Worlds, After Party, Kingdom 2 Crowns, the Golf Club 2019, Warhammer Vermintide. They showed Fringe Wars, sorry. They showed Below, Conqueror's Blade. They showed Raji. Yeah, Raji. They showed Super Meat Boy Forever, Planet Alpha, Islands of Nine, Sable, Harold Halibut, Children of Mortar, the Wind Road, Wargroove, Generation Zero, Dead Cells, and Ashen. All indie games that they showed in their nice little montage. So that's what they showed there. And then this is where I kind of cringed because I already knew what I was going to see. I already knew this is exactly the same reaction I was going to have. Basically, I gave the exact same reaction I gave Rise of the Tomb Raider when I platinumed Rise of the Tomb Raider, and that's basically what I got here. They showed Shadow of the Tomb Raider, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming out on September 14th. Now, granted, listen, I love the first Tomb Raider. The first remake of Tomb Raider I thought was great. It was stunning. It had a great story. You actually did feel like you became the Tomb Raider. You saw how hard her struggles were, her mental psyche was, right? You saw all that. But then Rise of the Tomb Raider came and it's like they didn't do anything. They said become the Tomb Raider. It's like, didn't you already become the Tomb Raider with the last installment? And here we go again with Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Become the Tomb Raider. How many times are we going to use this tagline? Become the Tomb Raider. Isn't she already the Tomb Raider? She met the Prophet, right? She stopped the damn a god in the first one. Come on, show me the Tomb Raider. I don't like that. But Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider was shown. Did not care about this game whatsoever. I did not care. I didn't even like the hair physics. I did not like the hair physics. I thought the hair physics looked better on Rise of the Tomb Raider and the other Tomb Raider. I don't know. I just didn't like that. But I'll definitely be getting this on PC and PlayStation without a doubt. If I really want the platinum, I will go get this on PlayStation. But will I get it day one? With Square Enix track record with this game, I probably will wait for this game to be on sale because I'm pretty sure this game is going to launch in the same state that it did for the previous installments. It was going to have a bunch of bugs, so that's what I'm going to. Now, I'm sorry for my small little rant there, but that's just really how I feel about Tomb Raider. I just don't care right now. They showed off Session, which is basically, I thought this was Skate 4. I was like, yo, is this Skate 4? If this is Skate 4, EA is the biggest troll of all time. It's not Skate 4. It's a skateboarding game. Looked nice. Looked very nice. It looked like it's very similar to Skate 4. You know, it looked like you can use your analog stick and you can control the board in terms of your tricks. So that looks good. Definitely might pick that up. Black Desert, I think that's what that was. Interesting. Not really a game I'm into, but it looked interesting. Devil May Cry 5. Now, this was a big surprise. Now, if you guys remember on the channel, there was a rumor going around that this game might be exclusive to PlayStation. Turns out it's not exclusive to PlayStation. It's been debunked. So, it's been debunked. That the game's actually coming to Xbox One and PC. Now, with that being said, did I like the new style? Because basically, they still have the same Dante look, right? Short hair. He has the same short hair, but unfortunately, he has a new addition to his arsenal. His arm is robotic. He has a robotic arm. With a robotic arm, they adding some new mechanics into it based off of that. Do I really care for it? Not much. Not much for that. So, Devil May Cry 5 will be coming to the Xbox One. I think they said, did they have a release date? No release date for that, so it'll be coming to the Xbox One. So, good for y'all. This was a nice surprise. Cuphead, the Delicious Last Course will be coming in 2019. New bosses, new characters, and new weapons, so that definitely looked fun. I definitely might pick that up on PC. Tunic, I forgot what this was. Oh, it was that game with the, it looked like a knockoff of Legend of Zelda, but I'm not going to call it a knockoff, but that's basically what it looked like. This is where the conference really was starting to get me into it. I was like, wow, I'm really getting into this because they showed off this game called Jump Force. Jump Force had Goku from Dragon Ball Z, had Naruto, and I forgot that other guy. It's from the Adventure something. I forgot the name of that show. But basically, they were all going at it, fighting. They had Frieza, and it had the same fighting style and mechanics similar to Fighter Z. They were going all over the place. That was actually pretty good. Ninetales Naruto, that looked really, really good. So, I definitely think that game's gonna have a lot of potential. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Basically, it's like that Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe type of feel. So I'm definitely interested in seeing that game in full, in its all its glory on E3 show floor. If they show more of it on or on the show floor. Let's see here. What else do we have? After that, we got the special. Basically, we got the reveal of Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 looks great. The new parkour system looks a lot better. It looks more seamless. Unfortunately, though, I think I do see that the game is running at 30 frames. I don't think it's running at 60 frames. It's like it's running at 30. A lot of you guys might go, well, it's not a big deal. Well, I mean, this is a fast-paced game. It's parkour. It should be 60. But new mechanics in the game, such as, I think it's like a rope you can swing from. Newer swinging mechanics added to it, the parkour system. So definitely that. Oh, and there's also the mechanic where you can like kind of really like grip onto a wall and like slide down to, reduce the impact of your fall, as opposed to you doing in the first game where you basically had to look for a bunch of trash and then jump into the trash to like break your fall. You no longer have to do that from what I can tell. So that looked pretty good. And then they cut the trailer right when we really wanted to see the zombies. So they said at night the world changes. But also another nice addition. They basically took notes from Detroit Become Human. They now have a choice system where you can basically create the story based off of your choices that you create with groups. This is a new group in the game that wants peace between all groups, I think, like that. And it's up to you to decide if you want peace or you want a war or whatever, and you can create the story. So that's pretty cool. That's definitely more of a way to immerse you into the game. So that's definitely cool. Battletoads was shown. They said that's coming out in 2019. No gameplay whatsoever, so just a trailer saying Battletoads. And this is where the conference definitely had me roll my head here, or roll my eyes here, because Gears of War pop. Now, one thing about me, okay, I understand people are interested in memorabilia. I know a lot of people collect Funko Pops, okay. But I didn't think in a million years that I would see Microsoft's Gears of War dev make a Gears of War game out of Funko Pops. Because that's basically what this game is made out of. The Funko Pop style. If I'm not mistaken, they said it was a strategy-based game. Or no, not strategy-based game. It was a turn-based game, and it was in Funko Pop style. I never thought I would see that for Gears of War, but that's basically what Gears of War has come to. It has been milked to the point where they have turned it into a Funko Pop style of the game. Do you care about this game now? Ryan the Professional, I will tell you right now, does not care. I do not care about this game. I want this game to go away after what I just seen. So that's basically how I feel about the whole Funko Pop thing. Then they actually redeemed themselves a little bit with Gears of War 5. Gears of War 5 looked better than that. Obviously, it was not in Funko Pop style. And Marcus Phoenix is back, so that looks pretty good. Graphic-wise, it kind of did look like Gears of War 4. So I can't really say it was a big upgrade, but it did look the same as 4. And after that, they touched on... Now, if you guys remember, in that one of the last streams I did where Microsoft said that they were looking into getting... Or they bought Alexa for the Xbox, or they have Alexa coming to the Xbox. Well, this is where a lot of you guys, I'm pretty sure, cringed, because this is basically what Microsoft told you. Microsoft has a new AI, Alexa. It's basically an Alexa hybrid that's going to be in the Xbox ecosystem, or it's going to be part of the Xbox ecosystem. Not sure if it's going to come to the Xbox One X. I don't remember him saying that. But he did touch on a new Xbox. A brand spanking new Xbox. Yes, he talked about a new Xbox. He said that we were going to be committed with the new Xbox. And he kept saying, we're going to be committed to the new Xbox and everything. Boy. And then you would think the show went off the air. It looked like it got hacked. It didn't get hacked. It was basically Cyberpunk. The trailer for Cyberpunk. Nice. Definitely nice reveal for Cyberpunk. And I don't know when this was shown. I forgot when it was this shown in the trailer or at the event. But Halo Infinite was also shown. And That game is not coming out for the Xbox One X. It will be coming out for the new Xbox because it basically say coming soon. So there you go. Microsoft's E3 in a nutshell. 24 minutes and counting for this review. Compared to last year's, it was definitely an improvement. Is it a redeeming thing? Well, let's factor in a few things. It's definitely better than last year. I can definitely see that they care. I can definitely see that they're definitely committed to righting the wrongs. At least it seems like it. But one thing that is certain, even with them investing in these studios, they still have the same policies in play, such as the Play Anywhere and the Game Pass. Now, a lot of you might argue and say, Ryan, that's not going anywhere. True, it's not going anywhere, but that right there is definitely still devaluing the point of getting an Xbox console. So with that being said, them buying these studios, it only pretty much adds up to basically what I've been saying beforehand, that they want to go third party. And if you think about it, let's see if Microsoft, imagine Microsoft being able to buy Ubisoft, having Ubisoft under their wing, and they just laid back, right? Left the console race and had Ubisoft, had Playground Games, had Undead Labs, and whoever else is underneath their belt, make games for them and sell those games to Sony and Nintendo and PC. That's what they want. And they might have their own console and put them on their own console, but that's basically what they want. That's it. They might even do like a trick where it's like, you buy our console, you only pay $10 for the games. Because it's basically a service. And it will be always online. That's what they want. Their ecosystem is basically complete with this whole E3. So that's basically what they want. So I am scared for that. But in terms of the show, presentation-wise, they nailed it. Good show. I was not bored. I did not think it was trash. I just think that certain announcements really did woke me up fully to whatever else they're going to do in the future. And I'm definitely keeping my eyes on whatever they do from this point forward. So that's how I feel for Microsoft's E3. Was it a good E3? Yes, especially coming from Microsoft's last year's E3. It's definitely an improvement over that. Was it the best E3 ever? No. Was it their best E3 ever? I don't think so. Nah, not their best E3 ever, but compared to the ones we've been getting from them as of late, it is definitely better than those. It is definitely an improvement. So for everybody expecting me to hate on this, I'm sorry, I can't. I gotta call it out like it is, man. Microsoft definitely did deliver a nice show this year. But one thing I will say as well too, now that they have delivered a good show, I can expect Sony to have a good show. Let me tell you why. Because they have a reason to put on a good show, because Microsoft definitely came in here ready to play. So there you guys go. I'm Ryan the Professional. If you guys like today's video, if you guys like the review, definitely hit that like button. I do appreciate it. I'm very sorry for those of y'all that wanted me to stream this. I had to work, but luckily for me and everybody else, I don't have to work today, so I'll be watching Sony's press conference live with all of you, and I'm definitely looking forward to that event and seeing what else is going to happen. Everything else though, like Nintendo, I'll be home for Nintendo's, but I don't think I'll actually review it. I think I'll just do a video after, because Nintendo is definitely infamous for a lot of their stupid policies, so that's how it is. But again, guys, like the video, hit that like button, everything, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day for watching, and y'all have a good one. Deuces.